Hi, good day. Hi, good day. Welcome you all to join our live session. First time to all of you. Previously, we have been sharing our signals and many of our analyses in our Telegram channel. The thing is, I we believe that the live interaction is more profound and more, I guess, suitable to communicate and to connect because it's a market and overall it has many opportunities with which we have to accustom with, we have to build connections with it, and obviously finding we have to find the scope so that we can make some profit. So that's the goal of us. We are growing, though a little bit slowly, but we believe that it's just a matter of time when we will rush into many people, and we have to manage many people's queries because nowadays it has been a very common thing with in every part of the world that we have to initiate something on our passive income portfolio stream along with our active income portfolio. So in terms of passive income portfolio stream and and its creation and its nurturing and its progress, trading is one of the most fundamental way of it into the passive income stream. So and for trading, all you need is just some internet and obviously some good knowledge with some good mentors, and have to absorb some good process, and these processes includes gathering informations, tracking out how that actually works in the markets, and how many technical factors and mathematics can help us. That's what also we will discuss, and among all the discussions, our target will be to express our point of view of the markets, and also in the live chat we can also have you can also let us know that how yes, so yeah, on the live chat you can also share your point of view with us. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So I guess on yeah, on live chat you can actually communicate with us that how we are going to I mean any sorts of your point of view, any sorts of thing you want to add, you can add on live chat. So yeah, so getting back to the discussion we were telling. So first of all, that's we have expresses our targets to you and how our targets can be met. That's very simple. We just want to share our point of views to you. You will follow the market and its moves, and when you find it, intriguing and very much interesting, that yes, some of the things actually works and how there's a possibilities to track down market movements if we share our, collaborative measures together. So that's is the main motto of this session. So not getting any kind of delay, I want to hop into our section. So uh, first of all, before starting, I would like to request all of you to subscribe our channel on YouTube and make sure that you can actually ring the click the bell button over here. And previously we have informed you how you can set some uh, indicators that is actually beneficial when we actually share our market point of views. We have shared how you can use the best use of TDI and how you can set up easily on any kind of device. More kind of video are coming, so stay tuned with us, and obviously don't forget to subscribe and also share to your nearest and dearest ones. So, okay, so here we are. This is the chart of US 30 that we are seeing, and we have seen. You we can also see over here too on MT5 platform. Previously, we have shown how we can integrate some of the uh, MT5 methods and tools. Now we are going to share our point of view for the upcoming week of the market, and let's see how it goes. So first of all, on the very technical side of it, we are seeing TDI is in a low zone, but there are many buts over here. We are seeing over here in US 30. Let's hop into some of the you know. Okay, so let's just say I'm to draw a box. Okay, okay, I guess that would be okay for now. So we have actually seen kind of like this sorts of zone. Let me okay. So let's just say in this zone, uh, yeah, that's what actually we're finding out. The fill option. Okay, so now, yeah, now it's perfect. So okay, let's do it again. We have seen that this section has history over here. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, so we have seen that this section has a history over here, and also we are seeing our SAR is being over here. So we are thinking the price may give a little bit spike on the very opening of the next week to break it, and uh, now after that we have to look on how these things will behave. Now we can actually have a look onto the gold too, because last week it was kind of like it went up, then harshly it went down. It then moved upwards again, but it failed to actually break some of these, let's just say, higher highs, rather than it actually just you know pushed back from the higher high over here right now that we actually were seeing. So, uh, you know, there are some many complex scenarios that's been happening in the market right now as we are seeing, but fear not, we are going to discuss how from these complex situations we can find out some little bit scopes on trading charts that we are going to find out on for the next week. So let's just say. Uh, Before hopping onto the trading charts, I believe that we have to look back on the previous week's function, what actually it was, how the previous week was, which news affected the market, and how actually the market behaved according to it. Like for example, on Monday, it was ISM manufacturing PMI. We have seen that the value was less than the previous, so there was a high chance that on the uh, eve of Monday, which was third, yes, this day. Yeah, as it was weak, so yes, on the before the news time, US dollar should get weak. So gold actually went a buy of whooping, let's just say 180 pips. Whoa. Now, on the journey of it, it actually broke these SAL levels. Now, after that day, it actually retained a little bit, but actually maintained a sideways move. The next day, it actually broke broke the higher high levels of previous higher highs, uh, especially the daily highs, and then it actually hopped back in onto the bearish tone. Now from here, it actually moved a little bit up, and over this movement, it actually just broke nothing but just the SAR or liquidity hunting zones. So after the liquidity got hunt, it harshly get back down and broke these levels on H1, and then it actually moved up. So overall, on the weekly scenario, we are seeing a sideways movement, but things depends for the gold is that how it actually is gonna break these higher high levels. Let me actually make it a little more wide so that we can see this higher high levels. Yes. So we can also add that here specifically we can say this zone. We also have to look on these zones because these are also creating kind of box like structure over here as we are seeing in H1 on gold. Now if we zoom out, we can see that previously it was maintained a bearish structures, faking more bullish movements and then got down, and it continued, like for example some previous couple of weeks. And what actually we are seeing for previous week, uh, it was sideways. But if we talk about the recent movements that we had over here on gold, we are seeing on TDI that it's on the verge to create an upward movement over here. On H1 we are seeing that after the upward movement it had done last Friday, it's on a little bit retracement on M30. It actually broke the mid level of TDI, but obviously with not that much liquidity as we speak. And as we're seeing over here, same thing goes for gold on M15 too. So we are seeing a little bit bullish movement. It's been still on last Friday, according to the last Friday. So we have to look on the H4 and the H1 charts on the Monday closing, and after that we can actually get to know that how market is going to behave, because we have to know on Monday that how the previous levels, the price and the charts are behaving. For example, if we zoom a little bit, yes, like on M15 charts, we have previously denoted that yes, there has been some box-like structure, and there has been some liquidity stop putting game going on gold for some previous couple of days. Now, because as you can see over here that it touched, created, breaked all the buy stops, and then it actually rushed back to the opposite direction, and then it hits some sell stops over here, because of these kind of support, resistance level is gonna sorry, support level is gonna break, and then it moved a little bit up. So it vigorously changing directions just to create opportunity for the buy stop or sell stop profit hunters, and it actually eventually hunts the buy stops and the sell stops as we are seeing over here on gold. Now here we are seeing some of the sorry, divergences, like here and here. So for these kind of divergences, from my point of view, I'm saying that yes, it's been on the bullish run uh, until or unless it breaks this level of sorry, 1900 level. So if the market, there are some possible scenarios that can happen. Let's just say it can move down over here, and then it broke this level. Let's just say let's just say yeah, So this level 1905, or let's just say 1900 zone, if any harsh H1 or H4 closing happens below these levels, uh, then we can see from the more wider view, we can say that the more gold has the potentiality to actually touch first of all this level and then this level. So I guess that's a big move for gold. Like the first target should be 1855 level, and the second target should be 1810 level. So we are seeing target one to be let's just say 450 points. Sorry, 450 pips, and then you know 933 pips for sorry 950 pips for the second target position. So this scenario happens if the market continues to make fake structures for buy stoppers and then hunts them down and move to the bearish zones. Now, let's get back to the US 30. US 30, I guess, kind of have a similar point of view because we are seeing that and previously in this demand zone, it actually couldn't be penetrated, rather with some good answers from the spikes over here as we see. It actually go a little bit bullish move. And when I say a little bit for US 30, it's not more than 8,782 points. So it's a pretty big move for the bullish. And if you go to the H4, we saw that previous week it went totally bearish. So for the next week, what could happen? Let's figure out some of the scenarios as we speak over here and as we see on this trading chart. So let's go. Now I'm gonna draw something to make sure that how support and resistance is gonna act so good in some cases, uh, and how these SAR levels are gonna help us to figure out the next liquidity levels and the possible targets. So let's zoom a little bit back. Okay, so we are seeing possible liquidity, changing of movements in the zone. As we speak, we have seen harsh bearish move and then harsh bullish from here. Then we see some breakouts, and then again establishing new demand zones, and then establishing it as a supply zone. But again, it broke it again. So and eventually, last day, it actually hit many buy stops over here, and then eventually made them lose their money by giving a bearish movement just before the market closing on the H1 charts. Now, when we speak over here on H4, we're seeing that it has been on the very uh, good run on the bearish side, but here we are seeing some of the opportunities, like for example on a divergence. Yes. So here we are seeing some divergence. So as divergence happens, we can say a little bit thing about it, that if any H4 or H1 candle closes below this level, the market's gonna continue its bearish trend. So like for example, we can say uh, if any closing happens this here, so there is a high chance that the market's US 30's next target would be like on this zone, which is a whooping level of 32,750 level. If it closes on 33,000 and 630 level. So let's just say on points it's like 8,686 points. So it's a big move, I guess. That's what we're expecting for the next week. Now, on the alternate scenario, we can say that if the market actually acts like a little bit, you know, buzz, like over here, and then get back over here, create a new low over here, and then shoot and break some of the good resistance, then the alternate scenario it may go bullish. Now, previously we have seen that it had tried to broke these higher high levels on, let's just say, 34,600 or 590 levels. So if by any chance market gets the opportunity to close any H1 or H4 above this level, which is 34,051, so it may have a bullish run at least minimum up to this 34,600 level, which we can from which we can grab at least 5,000 plus points on US 30. So from our point of view, we are looking on these two kind of scenarios, and we have expressed our actually main potential levels according to us. So uh, hopefully you can relate it with your own strategy. We are not telling you to put buy or sell in these levels, but we are showing you some scopes so that you can actually integrate it with your own strategy and obviously psychological measures in trading. And let's hope that these informations helps you to monitor these scopes and make some good chunk of money and profits. So we are saying on the buy side, so we are looking for buy side with these levels and sell side on these levels. For US30, for gold, we have expressed our sell concern TP1 and 2, and if it doesn't met and create new lower low, and then actually break this level, let's just say the level is this, sorry, a little bit up, then eventually it has the potentiality to break these higher high, which is, we can say, if it breaks 1970 level, we can have a bullish up to 2051, which is actually 800 pips on gold on the next week. If not, we can have initially 450 pips, and then 950 pips on the sell side for the next week. Depends why we are actually eyeing on such a long version of pip movement or point movement on commodities and stocks, because let's have a look to the news for the next week so we can actually relate. We have GBP, Bank of England Government Bailey's PHs on Monday. We have claimant count change, which is the employment rate of British pound on Tuesday. Also, we have RNBZ, which is Reserve Bank of New Zealand rate statement on Wednesday, and also Bank of England governor's speech on the same day on Wednesday. We have the most important news on Wednesday which is US CPI news, and obviously Bank of Canada monetary policy report and rate statement news on this Wednesday. And Thursday we have GDP report for pounds, and also on US side we have unemployment claims on every Thursday, like we have every week, and PPI and core PPI news. On Friday, we have New Zealand bank holidays. So in this week, we have only four trading hours for New Zealand dollars, as well as on France, as well as for Euro 2. And on the Friday, on the last day, we have prelim UOM consumer sentiment news. So let's have a look back on the previous week's some of the news. Okay, so here We are seeing that on First Live website, they have posted a review on, let's just say, uh, about next week on US, China, CPI. We have RNBZ, we have many of the UK data news. So what actually they're thinking? They're thinking on that. Let me share you this link on the chat so that actually you can relate it on later on. Okay, hopefully you can watch it now. Uh, on June's meeting, saw 25 BP hike as expected and guidance for further tightening ahead alongside the step up in the pace of bond sales. Now, on China inflation, there are currently no expectation for the June inflation metrics in terms of last month's print. Annual inflation rose slightly in May and falling a short of 0.3 percent market forecast. Now, if China's inflation actually, increases, it actually puts kind of like a reverse effect on US dollar, like on vice versa. So if they're telling or eyeing on some of the thing like that inflation rises, then it's kind of like good news for US dollar on geopolitical factors. Now, using the Kaixin PMIs as a proxy, they really suggested average input prices fell for the first time in just over 3 years. Fractional which is turned was driven by a drop of manufacturing cost. Now, when manufacturing costs, get down, so there have been more chunk of money, so more inflation, more spending gonna happen. So that's what it has been happening in China. We have Norway and Eurozone CPI. We have UK job data next week. The ex-bonus average earnings is expected to moderate slightly from 7.2 to 7.1, while the unemployment rate is seen remaining at 3.8%. That's what actually they are eyeing on. Also, they are eyeing on for the BOE. The data is another piece in the puzzle before the August 3rd meeting, where the wage figures and the June CPI, July 19th, will be the key in determining whether another 50 BP is delivered or if a return to 25 BP is justified. So they're eyeing on to increase kind of like 25 base points interest rate hike, or get back, uh, reduce the hike, or reduce 25 bps points and return to 25 bps points. And some people on UK thinks it's justified according to them. Thing is, if in UK interest rates increased, as we see on GBP USD pair last week, like for example, on GBP USD last week, we have seen some bullish move. Like for the whole week, it was like sideways movements, goes sell, goes buy, created many kind of like box structures, and retained on the some maintained some zonal attributes over here, as we are seeing over here. Now what happened suddenly on the last Thursday, these move happened, and then on Friday the bullish move happened on GBP USD. Like for example, from 1.2738, it actually rose a high of 100 points in just 7 hours. Uh, let's just say just 9 hours, but uh, you know, so it's a pretty harsh move for a currency pair like GBP USD. Now, on GBP JPY, if we see, we will see kind of like different structure. uh, it was actually imprinted kind of like bearish. So we have GBP USD bullish, we had GBP JPY bearish. Now, what will be the view of or movement of USD JPY? Can we guess? Let's just think a little bit, and I'm just coming in just a very short break of 10 seconds. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Thank you for the little bit of waiting. Well, as we were speaking, GBP USD on the last day moved a little bit bullish. GBP JPY got a bearish. Now, what could be the possible move of USD JPY? We were saying on GBP USD, US dollar was weak. We were saying on JPY it was strong. So USD JPY should get a bearish movement, and yes, it was on the last week. We have saw on the last day on Friday it provided a bearish move of 190 pips from 143.96. It actually went on 142.055. So 190 pip movement on one day happened last Friday on USD JPY. Now, as we are speaking over here, we are seeing JPY is a little bit stronger. We are seeing on odd too that JPY got a little bit stronger, like than never before. Though we know that JPY has been imprinting some couple of money, but still they're kind of like strong right now. So for this kind of scenario, we are seeing that US dollar is kind of be on a demand zone for the JPY weaker contribution on the liquidity. Sorry, alternatively, we can say that as the JPY is contributing to the stronger side of the liquidity, US dollar should be on the weaker side. So as US dollar could be on the weaker side, we have seen on gold. Gold was weak and sorry, dollar was weak and gold was up. So if currency, if as a currency dollar gets weaker, then obviously it will be stronger on let's just say on stocks and indices side. So on last week we have seen a kind of like a reverse scenario on US 30. That's the most surprising part, and most importantly, it actually failed to break these US 30 levels. So uh, as we spoke earlier, that these levels are very, very, very important for us to look on how the price is going to behave next week. For US 30, we have already discussed what could be our potential levels to, uh, you know, identify possible market movements. For gold, we have also discussed on the buy side and also on the sell side. We have also discussed on the currency. Uh, just we just inform you the views. What happened in the previous week. But if we are gonna go for the prediction, what it's gonna be, we can say that the price needs to break these US 30 sorry USD JPY level, and must have to touch this sorts of liquidity on this zone, which is 138 level. So we are eyeing on 300 pips movement on bearish side for USD JPY on the upcoming week if it continues on the sell side. But if not, the reverse scenario could be that it needs to break these level if it continues to go buy side, which is 144 level. Now if it breaks and open any close any H1 or H4, let's just say candles above this 144 level, then it will go bullish, and at least it's gonna go top of 146 TP1 level, and moreover 140, let's just say 8 or 50 levels. So yes, the JPY is kind of like on a mid zone, as we can see. So it can either go buy or sell. Let's just see on the Monday how it actually behave and how H1 and day one closing and H4 closings are happening on the previous liquidity zones. So so far we have not got any questions for the session. So for now, I guess I guess that's all for now. Don't forget to just join in our Telegram group, which is t.me at the triple pips, which is also been described in the video on the down downside of the video you were watching. And also don't forget to join our Discord, because we share our trading books and all our videos and all our educational stuffs over here. And we can also question us with any kind of hesitate without any kind of hesitation. You can question us, and we will try to answer our best, so that our mutual understanding and engagement can be bring betterment to us as a trading group and also as a team. So thank you all for watching this video so far, and hopefully you will like the video, and please share the video to the nearest and closest of you. We have already been partnered with the five proprietary trading farms. Now more are coming, but we are not going to disclose you at the very beginning of our live sessions, because we believe that upon discussion, how the market behaves, and that's uh, how we actually been found out and describe you the scopes and how the results is going to come. And with this process, we can actually know that in future how the passive income opportunities and earning opportunities are going to increase through trading. And then we can actually look for opportunities and offer you many good and surprises from those firms. So if you can be good at trading, then also we can recruit you as a trader in our team, and also in other trading group and teams too. So thing is that we all have to find our way to thrive more on education and also more on knowledge. And for that, on our telegram groups, we have just open our in the trading book section. You will find tons of books related to market, and pick any of the book you like. Just read more, because if you read more, then you can understand, and also in your psychological you can relate it the market movements according to it, and have an idea. And that idea will bring you I guess say a 10 times more step ahead than what you are struggling in, what we actually all are struggling in for. So stay tuned for more offers, more facilities, and more surprises with us. And obviously, share our links to your closest and dearest ones. Invite and join them in our groups and channels. This is our Telegram group. I guess you all have know the joining link. I guess you also know where our Discord link is. You will simply go to the Facebook. In our page, in the link, we have all our Discord links and also in YouTube links. And also, don't forget to subscribe our channel, and obviously, don't forget to put the bell icon. So, thank you all for watching. Have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.